With the 30th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select George Karlaftis, defensive end, Purdue.
Hey Chiefs Kingdom, this is George Karlaftis. I'm excited to be part of the family. Let's get to work, let's win.
Ready for this, George?
Yes, I'm ready, let's do it.
What do you want? Hey George, congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. This will be your first pro autograph. Thank you, George. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's good barbecue?
The best barbecue.
Okay, now we're talking.
Can you get it?
Thank you guys. I have to go in media.
For you, congratulations, staying in the Midwest.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet, right?
Welcome to Thursday Night Football, only on Prime Video. I'm super excited. You know, I couldn't have asked for it to be in a better situation. They have a good pass rusher and a good defensive tackle too.
Everything I could ever have.
You know what the worst part of tonight is? I'm gonna have to respond to all these messages.
They're getting a guy that's relentless every single day, every single snap, individualizing everything that comes with the game. I'm at it every single second of every single day, just trying to make a team win. That's it.
All right, first and foremost, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on out. You guys have been from a lot of different places in the country, but what matters is what you're doing right here today. All right, it doesn't matter where you came from, but where you're at right now. You guys each have an opportunity to come out here and display your abilities and your talents to all these coaches. We watch you on tape, we know all your background and all that good stuff, but come out here and show what you got. So, hey, have fun with this thing. It's football. Don't make it bigger than what it is. Bust your butt in everything you do, all right? So we're gonna break it up here and get with Coach Roops.
Yeah, well, it really never ends, and as we transition into the off-season and into the free agency period, we're hitting the free agency period, and then at the same time, our college guys are coming in, and you know we're right up to speed on the upcoming draft class.
Every week is a new week. Every year is a new year. So we've had some success here. We've been to 6 AFC West championships, 2 Super Bowls, a couple AFC championship games. That past success doesn't translate to next year's success, so we got to start all over. My name is Tim Terry. I'm the Senior Director of Pro Personnel. No doubt. Make every rep count, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, finish this thing off strong, okay?
We're watching these guys all day, so see how they interact with guys at their own same position. Are they standing by the side by themselves, or looking at their phone, or are they cheering on teammates? So a lot of the hidden stuff, we really take note of. I'm Mike Bradway, Senior Director of Player Personnel.
It's a process. You go through and you obviously have the top guys in the draft, and the biggest part is evaluating the film and getting the player right, and then finding out how that player fits into our system with our coaches, and then also just going over their character and make sure the character fits. My name is Mike Braganzi. I'm the Assistant General Manager with the Chiefs.
I think the reason why we have success is all these guys have a hand in both. So when our pro guys are in the off season, they're helping out with college, and during the college season, we have many college guys helping out on the pro side. So I think we have a distinct advantage in that it's more easy for us to identify layers of talent. It's years of just a collection of resources.
Yeah, it really starts from Brett all the way down. We all get in a room and it's just us talking football. It's a collaborative effort of all the guys in the building, and that's how we get it done.
It doesn't matter if you're a director or a first-year intern. I mean, everyone's involved in the process. There aren't any closed-door meetings where only a small group of people understand the mindset or the thinking of how the board is constructed.
One year doesn't bleed into the next. In this part, we're starting over from scratch and hopefully building a team that's going to be able to do well in the AFC and AFC West in particular, and see if we can bring us to the Lombardi Trophy home.
Brett is a great communicator. He does that with the coaches. He does it with myself. He narrows it down for me, so I don't have to look at 400 different guys. He gives me stacks of guys to look at over a time period before the draft. Once we get to the draft, we're on the same page. He's coached me up on the board and how it goes, and I try to spend as much time with him around that time as I can without getting in his way. This is his show. He and his staff spend a tremendous amount of hours for it. We're lucky enough as coaches where he allows us into that world, and we're able to go in there and be educated on what and how he's thinking about his picks.
Welcome to NFL Live. We are now just under 4 hours to the beginning of the 2022 NFL Draft. We're going to find out soon who all of these teams take, which team decides to take the most risk, which team decides to trade up, and how wild does it get in those top 10 picks. The main stage is set and ready. It will be packed with NFL fans from across the league as it's finally here, guys. The NFL Draft is coming your way in just a few
you
hours.
Made me want to get drafted again.
Well, let's go.
Let's go. We want some big, fat linemen this year. Not talking about it again. Linemen all day long. Give me one of them.
The Chiefs could make not just one, but multiple trade-ups in the first round, making a small trade up to 10 or so spots. Basically, you could trade 29 to get up to what, 20 or 21, Cody?
At this point, I just want them to make 2 picks.
I joke all the time because every year we go over what we perceive to be every scenario, and every year it's the scenario that you didn't think of. We just enter that room just, relax, because I think we're confident and, we believe in the work we do. And look, inevitably, there's an element of luck involved.
Let's go, Las Vegas! Come on, Las Vegas, let's go!
You are at the mercy of other teams' decisions, and, we go in there knowing there will be a couple curveballs, and just be patient.
They've selected Drake London, wide receiver out of USC.
We just settled in on the mindset of let's stay at 30. Let's utilize 29 in many ways, and so we can either move up or back with 29. If there is a guy that we feel won't be there at 29, he's still available in the teens to early 20s. We do have additional resources to get them. If we get wiped out completely, then let's be open to moving back from 29 or 30. So there was a little bit more man hours involved in regards to the strategy. But again, we had gone through all the scenarios, and we were ready to utilize 29 as either a move up or move back chip.
We're giving 29, 94, and 121. They're giving 21.
Kansas City just used the first-round selection they got from Miami and a fourth-round selection they got from Miami for Tyreek Hill, along with a third, to move up in front of Green Bay to make this choice.
Are we good? Are we on the clock? Okay. Thanks.
We had a handful of guys that were still in play, and so while we were on the phone negotiating with New England, I think in the back of our minds, we were willing to do that for a different player. And then I remember being on the clock and saying, wow, this guy's still on the board. I mean, you're making phone calls at 16, 17, 18, so, you're kind of thinking that McDuffie will be gone by then, but there are still a couple players that you were excited about. But we had verbally agreed to the trade a few picks ahead of time, so we had a couple guys in mind. We liked the numbers, and we figured one of those guys would be there, and we were just certainly fortunate it was Trent.
Who's his agent? Hey, is this kid in Vegas? Yeah. Beach, whatever.
Yeah, I appreciate it, brother.
Beach. You told me when you want to put it in. Trent.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic now.
We were extremely excited. We didn't think you'd last quite this long, but when we had a chance to go up and get you, this was a no-brainer for us, so we couldn't be more happy, man. We're thrilled and excited.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Trent McDuffie, defensive back, Washington.
So they go defensive back.
This guy's got such a great feel for playing. This guy, when they needed plays to be made, he made them as a blitzer. He made him in the corner position. He made him in the nickel position. This guy's a really, really good football player that's got great instincts and knows how to make plays.
The last guy couldn't use that line because he wasn't in Vegas.
Right,
this guy is.
You've been dying to use this line all night. Use it.
Yeah. Come on.
These guys, you guys got to go.
George. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
I'm great.
You got any family out there?
Yeah, I have all my family.
Let me ask you this, did any of them put a bet on you to go to the Chiefs tonight?
The Kansas City Chiefs select George Karlaftis, defensive end, Purdue.
excited. I'm really excited. They have a good pass rusher and a good defensive tackle too.
Perfect thing that could have ever happened.
Well, never been on a private jet before. I think it's going to be the coolest thing ever.
I think what we're looking at, though, is a very nice first round for the Chiefs. Here we sit filling really two major positions of need on the defensive side of the football. I think when you look at the first round of the draft for the Chiefs, you got to be really pleased. If you're waking up this morning and you're not pleased by that draft, go back to bed.
Getting drafted to a team like the Chiefs, it was incredible. You know, they're a winning culture, winning organization with the best fans in the league. I couldn't ask for much more, you know, get to play alongside great teammates, both on offense and defense, and just a great situation.
Tim Terry, man. Nice to meet you in the personnel department. Well, Tim, nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. Busy couple days, huh?
How's it going, man? Good.
How are you?
Good. How's everything in Orange County there, man?
Fantastic.
So I believe you guys have the same shoes on. You get on the plane, I'm going, man, these guys made a sale on Nikes.
Yeah.
Huh?
This past week has kind of been an up and down. But for me, I took a lot of time and a lot of preparation and understanding that I've built myself up and I have enough confidence to go out there and put on a show. I'm very excited to go along with this weekend.
Good deal. Good pleasure. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Mark. Well, it's a real pleasure to meet you in person. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
This story really begins back, 20 some odd years ago with Andy Reid in Philadelphia. Brett Veach was a personnel man that we saw Andy Reid really bring up. You see him get that opportunity to finally become the general manager in 2018. And you fast forward to 2022, 5 years later, at the pre-draft press conference, he's muttering wide receivers on other teams to try to get laughs and joking about trading up and trading down.
A couple of years ago it was Frank Clark, and last year it was Orlando Brown. Who's it going to be?
Debo Samuel. Yeah.
In this version of Brett Veach, before the most important NFL draft of his career, is laughing at the press conference. And I think that just shows you the confidence that he now has, I think, moving forward in the leadership of this team.
With the 54th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Sky with 2 Ys. Moore. Sky Moore, wide receiver, Western Michigan.
That's awesome.
That's good work.
Skyler, what's going on, man? What's going on, Coach? How you doing? Good, bro. A whole lot better now. Welcome to the family, bro.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Brian Cook.
Leo, how you doing?
Hey, Joshua. How you doing?
Darren.
Jen, how you doing?
Isaiah. Hello, how you doing?
How you doing, brother?
You know I like that guy. Look, I look at this draft, and to me, this was a master class by Brett Veach. The way they navigated the draft with 12 picks, trading up, trading back. They ended up drafting 10 guys. They clearly had focus. Other than quarterback and tight end, they drafted every position. But I don't think you could ask for a better draft in terms of how they executed their plan across the 12 picks that they had.
I think going into the draft, we established the Chiefs were in need of bodies at certain positions where they just lacked depth.
You went before me, didn't you? Yeah, we in the same boat there. Yeah. I was just like, what's going on?
You need youth. You need that youth to be good. This particular draft fell exactly how General Manager Brett Veach wanted it to when it comes from a value standpoint to a need standpoint.
I love the fans already, dude. I love them.
Those meshed in the middle, and if you're talking about getting a little lucky in the NFL draft, this really felt like the jackpot draft class for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Now, we're always going to have Pat Mahomes, and we're always going to be a team that goes as he goes. But at the same time, what we provide him skill set wise and what we're able to do on defense can change, and we have to be able to go out there and execute an offseason plan and get talent on both sides of the football.
We needed an influx of young players. We were fortunate to have all the picks we had. We were able to maintain most of them, or at least maneuver around to where we could keep the numbers up to still have enough picks where we came out with, we could fill some of the spots that we needed to fill.
That's why we spend so much time on the board and going through the scenarios, and that's why you set pockets up, and that's why you have numbers. Listen, for every guy that you didn't think would be there are guys that you thought would be there, right? So it's a balancing act, and as long as you have the numbers in the right place and as long as you maintain the integrity of the board, more often than not, you come away with good results.
The board falls funny ways every year. It fell this year, I felt like, in our direction, where we were able to increase young defensive players, which we needed to do. In order to make the salary cap work, in order to still be aggressive in free agency or have the flexibility to be aggressive in free agency, you've got to bring in an influx of young guys in. And unfortunately, you lose some guys that have been primary members of your team, but that's the National Football League and how it works.
Leo, what do you bring to the table for the Kingdom? Violence and physicality, man. That's it. I am addicted to hitting people. I love it. I can't get enough. That's what I came here to do.
We're expecting them to jump in there and get going. We've got a number of them. We're going to teach them first and make sure we do that part so that they can get out there and not embarrass themselves and function and make the team better. And so we're going to ask them just to do that play by play, day by day, and we'll fix their problems the best we can and teach them, coach them, and let them get out there and do their thing. So, but I'm expecting some of these draft picks to get in there and play. Absolutely.